Numbers 13:26-31. They came back to Moses and Aaron and the whole Israelite community at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. There they reported to them and to the whole assembly and showed them the fruit of the land. They gave Moses this account: "We went into the land to which you sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. Here is its fruit. But the people who live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country. And the Canaanites live near the sea and along the Jordan." Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, "We should go up and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it." But the men who had gone up with him said, "We can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are." After being freed from the Egyptians and 40 years of wandering around in the desert, God had finally taken the Israelites to the edge of the land that he had promised them. A land flowing with milk and honey, with rich soil to grow their crops and feed their animals. Until now, God had done all the heavy lifting, bringing them through the Red Sea victoriously, miraculously providing food and water for them in the desert, and for not letting their shoes wear out over 40 years. All they had to do was take possession of the land that God had given them. But just because there were challenges and hurdles to overcome to acquiring the land, many of the people were worried about how difficult it would be and so didn't want to enter the land and do the work they needed to. And isn't that often the way with many of us? God has gone ahead of us and done all the hard work and practically put things in our lap. But when we need to play our part to get to the finish line, we come up with all sorts of concerns as to why it is too difficult for us to accomplish. Thank God for Caleb for speaking up and saying, we certainly can do it. We need to decide whether we are a warrior or a warrior. Are we a warrior, someone who only sees the challenges and allows our concerns to stop us from taking hold of all that God has for us? Or are we a warrior, someone who sees the challenges but is still willing to fight to take hold of every single blessing that God has set aside for us? Today may be that day when we are confronted with a decision that we need to choose whether we are a warrior or a warrior. May God help us to choose wisely when that moment comes. God bless you.